Okay, so we're gonna start recording. Hopefully everything works out. I'm gonna go to the topics, and we're not gonna be able to see this anymore.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
All
Look
right.
directly into the camera.
Which way does it go?
Deadpan.
Is it down from up or up from down?
Just look into the camera. No, just dead.
How do I zoom in?
I have no soul.
Control. Oh, you don't have you don't have oh, you do have a keyboard.
It's okay.
You know that meme where like the dude's like, "Oh, give me your email, right?" And it's like, oh, "Yeah, my email is booty eater69@gmail.com."
All right, I'm ready.
All right,
Start.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Scuffcast. This has
That's
been
what we're called.
3
Dude,
years
I
now
think
since
I
we last
forgot.
recorded,
It's been a while.
apparently, because it felt like 3 years, honestly. All right, so just a heads up. Turns out when we were recording, the video must have glitched out a little bit, and you'll see a little bit of these green, black bars a little throughout the entire video. And if you do see it, just let you know we're all AI generated, we're not real people, and we're gonna be taking over the world. So, yep, that's basically it. So we were actually waiting for our friend here, Peter, to be a little better because he was a little sick when we wanted to record last time, and then things came up, and then schedules had to be changed around.
Yeah, dude.
us,
A whole year went by. Just kidding. A whole year went by since we last recorded.
Woo! We did it! We did it! It's done! It's over. The podcast is done. Let's go. Shake hands, gentlemen. It's over. Good job. It's nice meeting everybody.
Guys like that guy in red is like, yeah. You know those like,
Yeah.
and you gotta put the hand.
You're like,
You got a triangle.
little triangle thing. Like,
How does that? Oh yeah,
it's like this, and then like the other guy goes like
Because he's
here.
crisscrossed, but he's crisscrossed
Yeah.
wrong. So it's just make triangles.
And I put the thing. Your hand comes over
No,
here.
they weren't holding. No. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like the Asian people. It's like they're doing the red, and the two people in the black, and then he's like crossed hands, but they're trying to shake hands with him, and then he's crossed, so that he like it just forms triangles with their hands. Like,
Oh.
I don't. I would love to know what reference you're talking about, but I don't
Pull it up,
think I do.
Enki. Pull it up.
anyways,
Jerry.
But yeah,
podcast.
I guess we gotta reintroduce ourselves. Once again, I'm your host. Again, I think I was the host last time as well too. I'm the host, Brandon. I'm joined today with my co-host, Lisang.
what's up?
And then our guest today, he wanted to be here. He personally asked to be on the podcast. Our friend Peter.
Hello.
We were supposed to record this in December when the World Cup was happening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it has now passed. But luckily, a lot of great news, or
Seriously.
I wouldn't say great news, but a lot of news has happened in the soccer world that we kind of really want to talk about. Honestly,
It gives us more to talk about now,
So it's pretty
especially
cool.
after the end of the world.
Yeah, but I guess to start off first, we kind of should introduce how we met Peter. I think.
Well, why don't we just start with an introduction?
Yeah,
So
how about-
Peter, tell us
how
about
about
yourself.
Peter?
Peter,
How
tell
about
us about yourself.
Talk about yourself, yes.
What's up, everybody? My name's Peter. 25, and I went to UW Oshkosh with these two. Pretty simple story. I remember exactly how we met. I knew Brandon going to HSU. I thought he was a pretty. I felt I could relate to him a lot, and all of a sudden, we just started hanging out more. We watched Rogue One on my small Lenovo laptop in I think it was
Didn't
Stewart.
finish it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stewart. We ordered pizza. Everybody was out drinking. I remember this. Everybody was out drinking, asking me like, why are you not going out? Particularly my cousin. Why asked me why I wasn't going out, but I decided to just watch movies with this dude because I didn't really want to go out. We ate some pizza. Didn't finish the movie because the movie starts off real slow, and then we just decided to kick it from there. And occasionally we would move his car together from one side of the parking lot or one side of the street to the other.
Or move it across the city.
Yep. And
good times.
that
Good
was
times.
that. And then this guy I met through B2 Soul, is our dance group at Oshkosh, and he was wearing a Bayern Munich jersey, so I was like, oh, this guy probably knows the soccer. And then we just started talking and hanging out, and I think things started kicking off a lot more once we all lived in Grunhagen, our second year of college, because that's when I was rooming with him, and he was across from us, and we made 2 new friends across us as well.
Good times.
Yeah. So that's basically how I met these two, and that's why I'm here. And you know, when he was saying earlier that I was sick, a little ill, I was very ill. It was really bad. Probably one of the worst fevers I've ever had. It was very debilitating, but fortunately, I'm much better now and cleared up of all symptoms. So, yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for letting me be here, guys.
course,
Appreciate it.
we're happy to have you here. I guess we had a lot of great memories throughout our years.
Yeah,
Is it crazy to think that we've known each other for like what 6 years now?
since
Since
probably 6 7
2016.
years now. Yep.
So, I think probably one of the best memories we made was when we all went to, what was it? We all went to Two Brothers one night, and then, I forgot what we wanted to do that night. We were supposed to do other stuff, but then we are like, y'all kind of hungry, and it's like
Yeah.
1 in the morning, and we're like, thank God this was like before COVID and everything. Everything was open like 24/7, and then we're like, let's just go to Two Brothers. It's like because it's open 24/7, and we just wanted to eat, and we wanted to show our freshman buddies a good time as well too. And then we took a photo together after the meal as well. And I still hold that photo like with a lot of what's the word? A lot of meaning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meaning behind that because it kind of solidified like our friendship between us, us five, and it was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was just us.
Vicky, pull it up. Pull up the photo.
Just us Grunhagen folk.
Yeah, but yeah, it was great, and also like one time we had to sleep over at Lee Sing's apartment because he got scared of. Well, we were watching. It was the.
It?
No, not it. It was no. That was also a great memory, but it was when we were watching Coming Soon, the Thai horror movie.
No,
Oh,
no,
yes.
no, we didn't. No, that wasn't. We weren't in my room.
Yeah.
We were having sleepover in my dorm that time. No, what I ended up having was I was like, kind of. It's like my least favorite like movie. I hate the movie. I've seen it like 7 times, but I hate it. No, actually, I think I ended up sleeping in Elvin.
Oh yeah,
Anthony
yeah,
Elvin. No, the one time we were in our room was like we were like partying or something. We stayed up really late, like doing some like.
It was just having guys' night.
It was like it was like a
Yeah.
board game thing where we were just staying up really late, and then we all decided to just crash in my room
And then and then we like. And
because
then
I
you
didn't have a roommate.
You told us you like, hey, y'all gotta wake me up around like 7 o'clock if my alarm isn't going off. If it's going off and I'm not waking up because I got stuff I gotta do in Appleton. And then I remember when your alarm went off, but then you slept through it, and we're like, damn, this thing's not waking up. And we try to shake him awake, and this dude still slept through it, and we're like, oh, what can we do? Like, and then I think he woke up. He's like, guys, what the fuck?
Dude, but for real
He got-
though, like
he
y'all
got
could have
mad.
just tried. Y'all could have just tried harder.
He got so mad.
Y'all could have just tried harder. Y'all
He
didn't
got
try
s-
hard enough.
If
Yeah,
I was
so-
there, I would have tried.
Y'all
harder.
didn't try hard enough. How's
we were
that
like-
my fault? I warned you guys.
Because we were like, should we slap him? Like, because he was like, he was really serious about like waking him up. But then we're like, but what if he gets mad at us for like slapping him? You know, so we're just like, fuck it, we'll just sleep through it. And then, you know, but then
Y'all act like that's
yeah.
my fault. I told y'all. I
No,
gave
no.
y'all fair warning.
But we had made up breakfast with your sister. You know, instead of having breakfast with your sister, you had breakfast with us then instead. So you still ended up
Yeah,
having breakfast
so
with
it all
somebody.
works out. It all works out.
It just wasn't with your family. That's it. It's an unfortunate series of events.
I still think.
I don't think I was going. No, I don't think I was
about
going
it,
home
you
for
still got
just
the short end of the
breakfast.
stick.
I don't think I was going home for just breakfast.
I think you needed to do something with your with that it was like a family thing that you needed to do. I think you needed to help your sister out with something, and then
I don't remember.
yeah, because I specifically remember you were like, dude, I really need to wake up because I need to help out my sister out with some stuff. I was like, oh, okay, we got you, fam. And then we didn't get him.
They
At
didn't
all.
get me. They
We
didn't
did
get me.
not. We did not get him.
Look, I'm not saying it's not my fault, but it's also their fault.
We share. At
It
least
was a
20
collaborative. It was a
Yeah.
collaborative.
It was at least like a
failed moment.
55% split. You know, it was the 5%. You know, could go both ways. Who knows? You know, who knows?
It's the
Yeah.
ambiguous
It's
5.
the ambiguous 5. You know, but I think another memory as well is I think it's just what he's saying, but I remember our friend Anthony has like a snap photo, like a video of you, like saying, "Hey, Anthony, I give you permission to slap me so we can go eat breakfast tomorrow morning."
Dude, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Honestly, I don't remember taking none of that. Dude, I was like out. I was like mentally checked out by that
I
point.
think a lot of our memories that we have on Snap is just like us are just like not there and we're just saying stuff. Like that one time I came into so this is like the second day I think we second and third day we were dorming together already, and I came to the dorm like blasted. I'm like drunk out of my mind, and then I'm like, let me do a little prank here, right? And then I remember I was recording Peter or myself at first. I'm like, oh hey Peter, how you doing? And I turn the camera around, and I'm recording Peter.
I'm
but then
asleep.
He's asleep.
Yeah, I'm
so
asleep. This is
I'm,
like 2 in the morning.
I'm just like Mickey Mouse mimicking his voice. And I'm like, oh Brandon, I'm doing great. How about yourself? And then I didn't expect him to wake up midway through it, so I'm just like doing something funny. Like I'm gonna send him this tomorrow morning. And then he wakes up in the middle of it. He goes, dude, why are you so fucking weird? And I was like, I got caught, so I was like, what the fuck do I say? But then I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna go with that. And then I think I ended up sending it on my story, and everyone else saw it. I was like, oh.
My favorite part, the part that always gets me, of the video is so yeah, I'm like, like half asleep. I just hear you talking to yourself. I'm like, why the fuck are you so weird, Brandon? You're like, well, that's because you got weird friends, Peter, and that's a good thing. and then you were like, you were mimicking my voice
And I
again.
still kept going.
You're like, so did you kill a lot of girls, Brandon? That little part
Oh my God.
where you like had to correct yourself, where like you're like Peter, Brandon. I thought that was like that always sets me off every time I watch the video.
Oh,
It's
man.
really funny. One favorite memory I got, at least saying, is we were going. I think this was before we went to go watch the Wave game, but we went to go watch
yeah.
a Milwaukee Wave game, an indoor soccer team in Milwaukee in 2018, and he was drunk as hell. He said he was hungover the night before, and so when I went to go wake him up, like he was still pretty rocked from the fun night he had, and I think went to go eat first. We ate at Thai Bangkok, and he got a watermelon boba tea, right? So he's drinking it, and he's like, why have I had watermelon in a while?
I don't know. We weren't at. I don't think we were at Bangkok.
Oh, was it Bangkok?
I think we were somewhere else.
Was it Club 52?
I think we were at like 52. It's Ocean. It's
Golden Ocean.
Golden Ocean
Yeah.
food side.
Why haven't I?
Yeah, I had this. I got a watermelon thing, and like I was like, dude, at that moment I just totally forgot that I was allergic to watermelon.
Yeah.
Like-
I was like, dude, are we like? Do I have to call EMT? Cause like, are you feeling rashy? He's
No,
like,
luckily
he's like,
I'm
Man,
not.
this tastes so good, but
Yeah,
I
luckily I'm
haven't
not.
had
Like,
it in a while.
luckily I'm not like definitely allergic to watermelon. It's just like mild irritation.
I mean, it was
But
just.
if it was peach, I would have.
Wasn't it like a? Wasn't it like it's just? 'Cause
It's
like
probably
a-
fake.
a-
It's probably not
probably
real,
like,
but like
artificial. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
yeah,
just
it's
the
probably
flavor.
it's probably fake.
Just
But
the
like
flavor.
You shouldn't. I mean, it's still kind of like a risky thing,
yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna risk it.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny when
I like
heard it.
life. I'm not trying to.
Because I think
die.
I think I was supposed to go with y'all too, but then something came up that day for me.
I thought you had to leave town.
Oh yeah.
I thought you had to leave town. It was the beginning of the year of 2018.
Yeah, I had to do something. Yeah.
Maybe it was 2017. 2017.
Yeah, it was in the dorms. It was in
In
the
the
dorms.
dorms. Oh, it was 18. Yeah, it was
18,
18.
yeah.
I had to be
18.
18
Was
because that was our
18.
second year.
Yeah.
That's when we lived in the same
Yep.
dorm. Yes, I had to be 18.
Yeah, I had to go do something. I had to do. It was unfortunate because every time he invited me to do everything,
It's always
I'm
busy.
like, "Yo, I got you, man." And like the second or like the day of it, it'd be like, "Dude, you're gonna hate me for this, bro, but I can't make it anymore."
He's one of those guys. Huh?
I'm gonna be honest. My hands. You caught me right-handed. You got me. You got me. All right. You got me. But sometimes it's unfortunate that I miss events. But then we did do that one thing at Group Hanging together though. We went to karaoke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. We,
That was very fun. That was actually very fun. And it
We
was
made
only like
Alvin sing Frozen, and you were singing the
yeah.
Big Shack.
Quick maths. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
Big Shack. Well, I don't know how that goes. I don't know why I even like.
Wait, was Alvin there? I thought it was only us three.
I
No,
thought Alvin was
no, the
there.
karaoke thing at
Yeah,
Grunhagen
Alvin was there.
Alvin was there too.
I
Oh,
think all of us were there except
think-
for Anthony.
Except for Ant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Ant. Damn, that's crazy. That's all like
I have
I
the
just
video still.
I forgot that he sang Frozen. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I made him.
Yeah, no, we legit we verbally abused Alvin.
Yeah,
we-
we to sing that
We're
song.
like freshmen. And then yeah.
It was like borderline black man.
Yeah, we like coaxed him.
Dude,
hella
like if
hard
you don't
to
do this,
it.
bro, you're not gonna be our friend anymore. It was like
no.
it was like that essentially. I don't know. I forgot what we said to him, but didn't we all? I think we all sang a song solo.
I think so.
I think
I just
so.
don't remember our songs that we sang solo. That's it.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
I recorded. He sang the Quick Math song. Alvin sang Frozen, and then I just don't remember what we sang because I don't remember if anyone had the recording.
Honestly,
of me.
there's a big chance we
so-
didn't sing. That's probably why we don't have it.
Or we did a
It-
duet.
it's- Oh, maybe.
I know we
yeah.
did do. So I think we did do a duet. I think we did the
I do remember
Mulan.
picking up the mic.
We did the Mulan duet.
Oh,
May-
maybe that's
maybe.
why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
I don't
why.
remember.
Oh, yeah, I had to go through like the snap memories now, like to see it, because there's like a
I only got
specific
you.
date.
I only got you doing
Yeah.
the quick maths rap.
That was the best rap ever, though.
Dude,
He
I don't
killed
remember how
that
to
He
shit.
was
do
on
it anymore.
spot,
I don't remember
dude.
how to do it anymore. I don't know why I got so good at it. It was like not even a good song.
that video blew up so much. It got like to the point where I'm like, oh my god, this shit's like it's funny, and it got to the point where I'm like, damn, someone's gonna fucking say quick mass, man. Someone's gonna do it. It's gonna happen, man. And like you see, it's just like the Ugandan knuckles. Like I remember that's the thing, and we were like, oh, that's so funny. And then like every day, be like, do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
It'd just be like, hey, y'all want to get some breakfast? And be like, oh, okay, that's cool, but I gotta ask a question though. Do you know the way? I'm like, oh my god, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not hungry. Like, stop
Hey,
it.
with the new Black Panther movie, is they updated to Wakandan knuckles, and
Wakandan.
yeah, it was,
What
it was a pretty short-lived meme in my
Yeah,
mind
because I
that I
didn't
saw
see
on,
that.
on some Facebook post. But,
See, now that's just racist. That's just now that's just racist. Now that's just like they're like, let's just make this Wakandan now. Like, no, it was funny for a bit. Now it's not.
well, I think it's because it's overused, and you know,
Yeah.
just like with a lot of memes.
That's not saying-
they just get a lot of people just overuse them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
true.
much. But
But yeah.
you know, I think my other favorite memory with you though is for sure maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorites for sure. When it was freezing rain in Oshkosh, and you had to move your car to lot 39 across the bridge, and so basically the story goes is
Yikes.
yeah, UW Oshkosh, they give parking passes to people. There's a specific parking lot called
It's like
lot,
the
called
cheapest
lot
parking
39.
lot ticket or parking space you can buy.
Yep, it's literally less than a mile away. And you're thinking, oh, perfect, that's perfect. Except you have to cross the bridge, and the bridge obviously has a river underneath it. And during this time it was December, and it froze rain, and all the rain freeze everybody's cars, and the ice froze on the roads as well. And it was snowing too, so we had to go move his car. He asked me to come with him, so we stayed in his car for like 30 whole minutes, and I'm just hearing him like bashing his windows trying to get the ice off.
I hit that shit so hard. I thought I was gonna break my
Yeah.
windshield.
Yeah.
I was literally like, like I'm trying to break in.
Every single window,
into my
every
car.
single window, man.
Yeah. Like
This
we,
dude,
I
this
couldn't-
dude was in one of those like events where you gotta like spam the button to open
Yeah,
it.
like,
To test
fucking,
your
like,
might.
fucking
It's
test-
going really slow.
fucking God of War, God of War,
Yeah.
like fucking tapping A, like, dude, I was literally fighting for my fucking life though. Like it was so hard. It was so hard to even open the door. too.
Yeah,
the door like
seriously.
itself was like, oh,
It's frozen shut.
like you unlock it and you're like, oh, it's not opening. It's not opening, and then you're like, you get it open and you're like, okay, defrost your car. It's not defrosting. You're like, oh shit. So you like break that shit off like it's fucking like the meth like they're making Breaking Bad when like, they're breaking that shit
Yeah.
up. I'm like just using the butt of it at that point. Like I'm not even using a scraper because it's like this isn't this isn't strong enough. So I'm like just like hitting it, and I eventually was able to make dents into it. I'm like, okay, I think I can drive, and I just like made sure I had like enough of a side window for me only.
Dude,
And then I'm
stop
like-
hitting your mic.
And then like just enough for me so I could see it. And like, Peter, you good, right? He's like, nah, I can't really see. He's like, nah, you good. And I drove. I'm like driving like so slow to the point where like, when we get up to the bridge, you can kind of hear like the wheel kind of like failing because it's like there's like literally no grip and traction on it. So it was like
just spinning, yeah, just spinning.
he's like, am I gonna make it? And so I'm like, dude, I fucked up. I should have like gassed it up when I went up here. But the scary part was going down it though. And like you going down, you get to take a right.
Yep.
And luckily the lights there were like it's yellow going towards going my direction, but red going the other way. So luckily I had the right of way if I was turning right. So if anyone like were to turn left and hit me, they would have been in trouble. But
Oh, we didn't have a light. We had a stop sign at that right turn.
oh
Yeah. It,
No.
it curves off into a
no
right-
no, is it a stop sign?
I think
I
it
thought it was
is.
like both
This
lights.
isn't-
I think
thought
they're
it
both
was
lights.
Oh, it's
Yeah, they're
lights?
both
Oh,
lights. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
But then it was when I had to turn into the parking lot.
Yeah.
it was like the light there stays like red on the other side for like the forever,
Mm-hmm.
but then like on our side it turns green, and so I was like waiting for him like, oh, this is gonna take a fuck. This is gonna take long because there's no left turn. There's no protection for us. So we're like, I'm like waiting. I went, and then I thought to myself, wait, I'm a dumbass. I could just take a right here and turn right, and then we plugged into the parking lot. I went, how did we get back now? And
Yeah.
like, and then we
That's
all
like
loo-
its own
we all
story
looked-
too.
We all looked at the bridge and we're like, that's not gonna be fun. And we tried climbing up to the bridge part, and that shit took forever. Took like at least 10 minutes to get back there. And then we were getting on the bridge. This shit's like, you're like fucking Mr. Freeze like that shit. You're like sliding back and forth. And then I tested it out. I'm like, so I started running. I get like a little running start, and I slid. And then my ass almost ate it. Like I almost fucking like did like the little like
You went
the bananas.
at least 5 to 10 yards.
yeah.
Sliding.
I almost did like the the banana slip in those cartoons like whoa like that. That almost happened. It was crazy.
Going off of
Yeah.
that, the reason why it was so hard to get back was because we got past the bridge and and the floor is all icy, and we can either do one of two things. We have to go uphill regardless. We number one make a straight cut through the Fox Valley Oshkosh campus and go up this hill, or we take a detour, go to the right, and walk the sidewalk that loops up back to the bridge, but it's slippery there. We decided that, we're not going to take our time to
We could do this.
go through the sidewalk, which was probably the better option because it was less of an incline and it steadily went up. We decided to go to climb up the hill, and we climb up the hill and we just slide back down, and we have no way how to get up here. So I think we just ended up like getting all four, just getting as much
Yeah.
friction
I
as
think
possible, and just like
I think whoever got, I
crawling.
think it was like you that got up there first, and you're like, give me your hand. Like
we're making like a Mount Everest recreation
Yeah.
scene. But
I thought I was thinking more of like scary movie too.
which
Give me your strong hand.
Oh,
This is my strong hand.
That's right.
Dude, it
They're
was,
doing the wheelchair.
yeah, dude, that shit was pretty fun, dude. Honestly,
Let me use my strong hand.
yeah, that was pretty fun. But
That was
But
a
yeah.
pretty funny day.
we had a lot of great memories with Peter, and that's why we wanted to kind of invite him here because he's a good friend.
Make
and-
some more memories.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything you want to share with great memories with Peter?
You know what? It's kind of don't take this the wrong way.
No.
My
He
memory just
forgot.
doo-doo. My memory just doo-doo, so I can't remember.
He
shit.
forgot.
I
Don't worry
forgot.
about it, don't worry about it.
I forgot.
No, there's a lot of good memories,
No.
but I can't. No, you can't
He
put me
said-
on the spot.
He said, "There's too many memories to name. I can't do it."
Every memory was beautiful.
do you remember when we I knew you were showering, and so I decided to play trollop in the
You did that to me too, you
the
bitch.
trollop in the
You fucking
tulips.
did that shit to me
Child.
too.
So the song is made by Tiny
Tiny Tim.
Tim, and it was featured in
SpongeBob.
Insidious and
And
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But I know he didn't like
How
it.
is
It's
that
creepy,
both
and
in
this is like
Insidious and
this is like
SpongeBob?
late.
It's weird.
This is late, so I just go into the bathroom. I make sure like I quietly use the key to open it, and then I know he's showering because I see his caddy on the floor. I just pull up on my phone. I put on full blast. I can hear the shower stop right when the song's playing. And,
Dude, Lisa like, go like,
and
hey yo.
I don't know what.
I don't remember this.
I don't know. I
Must have
don't-
buried that shit. Must have been traumatizing.
I don't know. If,
I feel like all his memories are just traumatic memories. He's just suppressed in his head.
I
like,
played it for at
College
least
was a
30
traumatizing
seconds.
event.
And I'm pretty sure Lee Sang, what was going through Lee Sang's mind was either he's hopping out this bathroom, butt ass naked and running out, or he's staying in there, making sure the curtain's covering him so that they don't know which curtain he's in.
He's gonna
But,
run out like that Charlie video where the dudes they do it and it's like, oh, he said yes, and there's like 3 naked guys running butt naked. It's like 3 butt naked dudes right past the camera. And we keep holding the video.
Charlie, Charlie, are you there?
Oh my god. Yeah, but the way you can tell how we talk with Peter, we're really close, so we always bust each other's balls. Like no homo, but we ball busted sometimes, you know.
What?
It's not. Hey, it's not gay to tickle your homie's balls. You say no
Yeah.
homo.
What? Really? You just it's
Gotta
okay.
kiss the homies goodnight.
Yeah.
Hey, you
You
know,
gotta
it's not
kiss-
gay. It's not gay. It's not gay if the socks.
What's
are
wrong
on.
with tucking in my homies and kissing them on the cheek? You know what's wrong with that? There's nothing weird with that.
You
There's
guys
nothing-
ever see that Joker-ish video?
Oh yeah, it's
the-
like
the-
when a girl kisses another girl, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
No one bats an
no
eye.
bats an eye. But
When
when
I do
I kiss it,
Society.
society calls me gay. Hey, man, keep on that video up too.
Girls kiss other girls, and no one bats an eye. But when I kiss my homies goodnight, society calls me gay.
Oh my god, he's gonna be so mad. This editing, he's gonna be like, "Fucking Brandon, I hate
Oh,
you
does he
so
actually
much."
pull it up?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making it as a joke.
No,
'cause
no,
of how-
he
how-
probably pulled it up.
Joe Rogan tells Jamie to pull it up all the time.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking. Okay.
No, he does edit.
Okay.
But
I wanted to bring up too the night that we watched Coming Soon. Like that was the first time I watched Coming Soon. If you don't know what Coming Soon is, I suggest you watch it. It's a Thai horror film. I think 2003, 2004. I think it's probably the scariest movie I've ever seen too. I laugh at my friend like saying at that time that he was like scared of putting backpacks on, but after watching that movie, I realized why. And dude, like
that scene was
that
very
scene is fucking
traumatizing.
creepy,
That's
man.
especially because us we're college students, so we actually had to put we
Yeah.
had to carry our backpacks
Every
with us all the
day.
time. You're just like,
Put it at night.
what do you think about like this backpack is a little heavier
Yeah.
than usual? Like, it's still like creepy, I
But-
actually thinking about that.
What's up?
We go off to the It when you're talking about It, like.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
we went
right.
to I think we went to go watch the movie It when it first came out, and
2017.
it was pretty good.
Hold on,
It was
I gotta
really-
make sure that your mic isn't hitting you. I don't know what it is. I'm getting this weird feedback when one of you guys are talking. I don't know if it's like because you don't have a dead cat or like a
It
pop
might be
filter on,
that.
but like there's like this weird feedback. I'm just trying to make sure nobody gets their eardrums blown out.
It's just like a 2004 mic.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like statically and everything. But I think we went to go. Yeah, you took all 5 of us there
In
to
his
go
car,
watch it. Yeah.
yeah.
Anthony and Alvin were there too, and then we're all like, okay, it's like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we're like, shit, we need to move your car. Like, or Lucian's like, I need to move my car. We're like, you know what? We're already here, so we might as well just go with you.
Those were different nights though. When we went to watch it, that was a different night.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was like a
yes, it
week.
was.
That was
Yeah,
a
it's
week after.
Yeah,
Week
sorry.
after, I had to move my car because I had it parked by the campus, but that was only I was only able to park there during the day, so I had to move it at night. And so we were just out of our regular volleyball session. We were walking back to our dorms and we went to Scotty's to get food.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I
Scotty's
forgot to
the
move
plug,
it. So we were
man.
on the way back from
Seriously.
Scotty's.
Scotty was the plug.
And then I was like, oh shit, I gotta move my car. And then
Scotty's
we
your
were all
man.
like, yeah, we're all here, might as well go with you, right? So we all drove in my car.
How about let him tell this.
We all
traumatic
drove to my
memory.
we all got to my car and drove to my usual parking spot. And it's by this one of the like off-campus
Very
UWO
off
buildings.
campus, yeah.
That's like
At least
It's like
3, 4,
5
5
blocks
away.
at least.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 4 blocks away. It's about like a 10 to 15 minute walk, depending on how
it's
fast you
pretty-
walk.
It's pretty
And so
far.
we got there. It was like this is still like middle winter, like February, right? So it's like cold. And so we get there and we're all like in the car still chilling because like I didn't even warm my car. We just literally hopped in my car, dipped and went back there, right? And then so this building, the thing about it is it has like 2 front doors that are glass on like 2 sides of the building, right? There's like, and then they're glass, but you go in there and they lead to like a long hallway, so it's just dark in there. And then there's also like on the sides, there's these 2 little like alleyways that's also dark. So the whole place is just dark. It's dark as fuck.
It's
It's
like-
just sus in
It's like
general.
a very typical place, like stereotypical place to get robbed at. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah, it's like
Or
you
make
know,
a drug deal. You know?
It's like you ever seen Batman and where Bruce Wayne's parents got killed? That's kind of like
Yeah.
that's kind of like
It's
how
a
it is.
very it's a very bad alley to be, like very bad place to be in. You shouldn't
No,
be
but
there.
yeah, it's pretty sketch, right? And so we're chilling in my car, my old Celica, so it's like a coupe.
That's a good memory.
Keep in mind, it's for some reason it's like cold and frigid as fudge outside.
Yeah, it also doesn't help
Yeah.
that like my car has like shitty heating system.
Oh,
It's
I
like
remember
it was
that,
like
yeah.
it's like an old ass
took
like
forever to heat up.
94. It was like a 94, 95 Toyota Celica. It was really
at
bad.
least 10 minutes
Um,
to heat up.
And so
probably.
like we were chilling there
Maybe
trying to warm up
more.
before we had to walk back, right? And then also like out of the shadows, we all see this little red ball just roll around.
Yeah.
And then at first I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
And I just kind of forgot about it, right? We're talking and then like.
You hear
And
Anthony.
then you, I would keep seeing it like pop in and out of the shadows, and then all of a sudden it rolls past this like SUV or this van, right? And so it's gone. And then all of a sudden we're talking some more, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just starts rolling into the light directly at us.
Yeah.
So at that point, car was still on. I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're dipping. So I dipped. I was like, hey, buckle up. I was like, buckle up, boys. And it just
I remember
dipped.
Lisa was like, you all see that? And we're like, what are you talking about, bro? And we're like, dude, there's a red balloon right there. We're like, and we all look at the side window. We're all like, dude, we don't see anything, bro.
Yeah.
And then Lisa's like, dude, it's right fucking there. And we're like, you're overreact. And then we see it right when we said that, it starts rolling slowly, and we're like, oh, what the fuck? And then when we look, we all focused our attention onto it. It rolled towards us, and then we're like, it's like, get the fuck out of here. And he was like gunning
was
that
that
shit.
was that was the week after we watched
Yeah, it was like a week. It was like a week
Yeah,
after
so-
watching it.
So we're all like-
after we watched the movie,
we're all like
super
panicking in the
paranoid
car, like,
about
dude,
red
he's saying like
things.
get us out of here quick, please. And I don't think anyone was seatbelted too at that point too. So we're
Nah,
all just like,
not even
holding
me,
on,
bro.
yeah.
So dude, we left that parking lot so fast. I didn't realize I was like my lights weren't even on until we were
Yeah.
2 blocks away.
Yeah, dude.
We're already halfway
That's
back.
That's how
halfway back.
scared we were.
Halfway
like,
back. Like, yeah, did we overreact? Sure, we overreacted. But were we gonna take a
But-
chance? Fuck no.
Hey, we're alive.
I thought,
so-
you know, from what I remember, and like, you know, it's really nice and funny hearing all of our iterations of the story. I thought that we eventually all of us did see this red ball float in the wind, and it disappeared. There's other cars parked there, so it disappeared to the left where there's other cars. And then I don't know if it was Anthony or somebody
It was
else.
someone
said,
on the side,
somebody else
driver's
said,
side.
"Yo, what if imagine if it came back?"
Might
And
have
then
been
that's
Alvin. That sounds like
and
an
then
Alvin
that's
thing.
It's like
that's
Alvin
when
thing,
that's
yeah.
when I feel like that's when it came back.
Fucking
And
Albert's
it
voice saying that
started
too.
coming towards us super quick.
Yeah.
And I remember these things saying, nope, buckle up, boys. And then we dipped. And then I don't know where you parked
You
after
know,
that. But I think we just waited. We just waited for like another 20 minutes to say in
No,
somewhere.
That night I decided,
We
you know
parked
what?
outside
I'm just
Korean.
gonna risk because I didn't know where I didn't know that was the closest so that type of lot was it was like the city kind of like leased that lot to the university or the way where it's like you could buy a parking pass there, and like you can either get it like 1 month or 3 month or like for like a certain X amount of months and you pay a certain amount of money. And so I usually bought month per month, and that was the closest one to the university, so I parked there. But
that close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is sad. That's the saddest
yeah.
part.
it was like it was the closest one, but it was only like 1 block closer than the rest of the other ones. But that was the one I've been parking at for since I found that out. So I haven't bought any of the other one. I didn't know where any of the other parking lots were, and so I decided that night just say fuck it. I'll just risk the ticket. Got a ticket. Not proud of it, but fuck it.
Yeah, that
wasn't the first and it wasn't the last, so I guess it didn't matter.
That was
Um,
a crazy.
Yeah, but
experience.
I ended up parking just back where I was and risked the
When
parking
you're-
ticket.
we did
and
all
then-
that just to park back.
Yeah, just park same spot. And then
Yeah, seriously.
So
and then
funny, bro.
after that, I found a different parking spot, which is like 1 block away, and a little bit of a nicer looking lot, less sketchy. It was right by the big bus stop where all the buses stop around at like 5, and then they move away from there. It's like you know what I'm talking
See,
about.
okay, so I'm thinking about this scenario now. So what if we didn't see that balloon at first, right? And we parked your car, and all 5 of us got out, and then as we were leaving,
Just following
we
us.
see the balloon following us. Out of us 5 at that point in our lives, us 5 at like our like body state at that point, who do you think would have been the fastest and the slowest to run away?
So for sure, I think
Anthony would have been the fastest.
Anthony has got some wheels, man.
He would have been the fastest. He would have been
yeah.
like, we would have like, dude, you see that? And he would have been, he's already he's already gone.
There's a whole 20 yards ahead of us.
I think if we're being
He's like those scenes where like,
yeah.
hey, what's that?
yeah, if we're being objective,
Yeah.
I think the fastest would definitely be Anthony.
Mm.
I think second I'm gonna give it to Alvin just because he's the tallest.
Yeah.
His stride length.
Yeah,
His
stride
stride
length. And then third I'd put Peter because I think Peter and Alvin are about the same speed, but since Alvin is taller, he might have more range advantage.
Yeah.
And then Brandon would probably be next, and I'll probably be last just because I'm a big boy. Like, look, I can move sometime, but I don't know, man. We just ate.
You got quick feet. You got
we
quick
just,
feet.
We just ate.
But
so-
not quicker than mine.
we also just ate. So
we just
I was
ate.
full.
We would have been.
I probably would have got gas
Yeah.
like one block away, bro.
Though it's like the winter. It's like the Summer Olympic sprints. Like whoever loses actually dies.
Right.
Whoever gets last place loses.
The Oshkosh Hood Olympics.
Yeah.
Right.
That shit was, dude. Honestly, I think that's probably the best memory that we, like. I think for me at least, it's probably like the funniest memory that we had. It's just like, we're just like us boys just doing boys things, and then I was like, hey, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's just like out of nowhere. It's like, hey yo.
Dude, for real, that's like probably like the most like coincidental shit that ever happened.
Seriously though.
Like literally a week after we went to watch Stephen King's It, that shit
Red-
happened.
And it's
random
cold as
red
hell too.
ball.
So like, how is a ball out there like inflated, and like not popped at that point, or like, lose like its air?
It's just drifting in the wind
Yeah.
of this parking lot that we're
It's like-
in too.
Right, and
Yeah.
like it's not like there aren't homes nearby, but all the homes are at least one block, like 1 or 2 blocks away. With like in the buildings in between are just like office buildings. I'm pretty sure one of them is like a law firm. The other one's like some sort of like
There's a church too.
it's like a church.
Yeah.
Like,
So they had, unless there was like a
'Cause-
party that we just missed somehow, and like there was like balloons somewhere around there. There's no way a balloon would have like been able to make it to our area without being like untouched. It's like
right.
it's like very very
Yeah.
rare.
That'll
Like,
be
such a small-
for sure our
yeah.
our biggest unsolved 2018 mystery.
Yeah.
2017 mystery.
Yeah.
just like
Or,
No, it's
2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018 mystery.
yeah.
But hey, going back
sure.
to Stephen King's It though, do you remember where our seats were?
Yeah, we
We
were
were in the
we were
front-
in
They
the
were so
front row.
bad. They were so bad.
Did it?
We're like, hey yo, this dude
Yeah,
kind of
so-
big
so,
though.
like-
This dude kinda big.
Oh man, our seat's so bad because
We were in the corner, the
yeah,
right corner of
literally-
the very, almost like maybe the third seat before, or the third row before, like the very front of the cinema, for sure.
Yeah, we were definitely in that first section.
we had to put our seats.
Yeah, like
up
the
to
thing
see
was,
it.
I think we did it so last minute.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was
And,
booked. It was like booked to
we
the
didn't
brim.
have it because we were talking about it, right? We were talking about it for like all week, and then we never
Dude,
booked
let's do it.
it
Let's do it. Let's
until
do
like
it.
the day of, and then we booked it. There were like what,
Well,
like 5-6 seats left in that
fellas?
one little area.
Little
we
corner.
we may have an issue here.
Yeah, we were literally like looking. We had to sit up, and then like the stereo was right next to us, so we just the whole movie.
Yeah, and it's like
It was crazy.
you just like that shit was like when you put like a resolution too big on like your monitor.
Yeah.
It's like damn dog.
No, that-
It's just too zoomed in.
It's like that Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah, like the
one where he's
he was like,
Look at
oh,
the- yeah. That's how it was. It was
Shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I have never had worse seats in my life, but you know what?
That's
it was an
funny you say
experience.
that. That's funny you say that because I have.
Yeah?
I went to go watch Transformers. Not Age of Extinction, the shittier one, the number 5, the
dinosaur one?
last night.
Oh
The
yeah.
last night.
Yeah,
So yeah, I went to go watch that with my family. I don't know when that came out, but we watched it, and we got legit the front row seat. And so my
Yikes.
neck was like this, watching the entire time. Even with the recliner back, I still had to tilt my head at least a good 20 degrees back just to be able to see the damn screen. And like, I don't know how anybody enjoys watching in the front row. Like, it doesn't make no sense. I always go for the middle of the seats, you know,
Yeah.
and like that always works for me. Like, I never ever do the front row, and I like it just boggles my mind how people find that comfortable. You can't even see the entire screen.
What if
Yeah.
what if their neck is broken? Like, they're like,
Maybe.
this is perfect.
Dude, honestly, I feel like movie theaters should start charging like how like
it should be like
arenas.
cheaper per.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how
Like, the
arenas
shittier
do.
seats should be cost less, and the more premium seats should be more premium. You know, like the
Yeah.
ones in the middle, they should cost a little bit more extra. But the ones on the side and stuff, maybe normal price, and then the ones in like the way front, like half off.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know, man.
like,
I don't
honestly,
pay
like
$5 for my seats though.
no, I think half off might be too much, but make it at least like $1 or $2
Yeah.
to make it fair. Cause like when you're down there, like when you
It
are like
really
in the
is like
first
that
row,
experience.
You're like fucking like
It
holding
is.
on for your life when that fucking bass boost. Like imagine watching like Interstellar or fucking like
What's
what
the
is-
what's another
what's the
basic-
other-
Oh, hey,
uh,
Doctor Strange,
Doc-
Multiverse of Madness.
yeah.
I actually
when,
never watched that,
Black,
so-
what's his name? Black Bolt. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking reverb everywhere.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh,
or like just
jeez.
imagine going and watching like a long ass movie, like like back in the day, you know, Titanic was so long, it has 2 parts, right? Imagine going to watch like a movie like that where it's like 3-4 hours long, and you're in the front seat.
Man,
So
that's
your
back when
neck
they-
is like your neck is just bent the whole
Dude, that's
time.
back when they had the uncomfortable ass seats. You guys
Right.
remember that? Where the seats like go like they flip it down and it flips automatically up.
Yeah.
So like if you do this, you fucking get like you imagine being like a little kid at that time and you're like, I'm gonna lift my legs up real quick.
Dude, I
And then, like,
totally
you
forgot
disappear.
about
You go to the
those.
back rooms. to the back rooms in the chair.
Get
Dude,
sucked
for
up.
real. For real. But like,
Get lost like those.
yeah,
You get lost in those little places like the like how queens get lost in your cushions.
yeah, like
your
Oh,
couch cushions.
I found a
a whole
kid.
universe.
Instead of finding a coin, I was like, oh, I found a little kid. Interesting. Let's put that in my back pocket for. It's like a collector's. I don't.
Yeah, just put it straight to your inventory.
You guys ever really notice that though? The big change of seating. I did. You telling me about the seated or
Yeah.
not the folding seats. I totally forgot about
Dude,
that
kids,
because I've been so
kids
accustomed.
these days.
I've been so accustomed to the Marcus Cinema seats where they made the comfy seats not
Dude,
just
every
for the,
seat's like that now.
not just for the IMAX
Yeah.
and the DL the big screen ones.
Yeah.
They made it for available for everybody, and that wasn't the case before. They just had the
Yeah, I
foldable
think
seats.
I think Marcus Theater started doing that, making all their seats like the nicer seats.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
from
it's
the regular
reclining,
regular
yeah.
stadium
The
to the
reclining
reclining
ones.
seats to I think back in 2020 2019 2020 they started doing that because I know in Appleton we have 2 Marcus Theaters, one on the east side, one on the west side. The east side got they got a whole like they spent like a good like summer or something changing out all their old stuff for new stuff. I think the west side one still has to catch up, but the east side one, they changed all their seats to from regular stadium seats to like the nicer seats. So now whenever me and my Appleton family we go watch movies, we always usually go to the east side because they have nicer seating. And then I know Oshkosh one started changing their stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
you're
if it's all theirs has changed, but a
Pretty
good
sure it
am-
is.
But they have at
Pretty
least
sure
like
it is.
have at least half of the rooms have changed to
Yeah.
the nicer seating.
Because I know the Sheboygan one, they changed it like almost immediately. Like it feels like that.
Same for the Milwaukee
Yeah.
ones, and it makes sense for the Milwaukee ones because that's the home of
Yeah.
Marcus.
And we only have one
Yeah.
Marcus Theater in Sheboygan too, so they're like, well, everyone liked it, so like we must as well just put it everywhere, you know, at that
Yeah.
point. Because honestly, it makes sense. Like those seats, like back then, were very uncomfortable.
Hell yeah.
So like sitting like that, and then now like you're just like in a lounge chair like this, like you can just kind of fall asleep honestly. So
It's nice
Yeah.
seats. Yeah, it's really good because back like you said with the
and
folding
if
seats,
you know,
if you're
yeah.
not big enough or don't weigh enough, or if you weigh too much backwards, then you're gonna get folded and you're
yeah,
gonna be stuck
you
there.
get folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you literally get folded like a lawn chair, and then it's funny because if the movie sucks, you can just sleep. You know,
Yeah,
like
actually.
fuck, this movie sucks ass, and you just like
Yeah,
do that. So
they do be comfortable
Yeah.
though, honestly.
Yeah.
Low key.
So do we want to move to the main topic now?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
assuming to the World Cup.
Hi, Future Brandon here. So it turns out we actually talked a lot about the World Cup. So I'll just do a little bit of recap of the World Cup. So talking about Team USA, we thought they were going to be an okay team. Yeah, they were okay, as in okayly average. Oh, that's so bad. Team USA, they were okay. If okay was a burning house with children inside of it. Absolutely terrible attacking, honestly. They obviously got destroyed by Netherlands 3-0. And then we talked about Japan. The ball over the line, anime moments. Insane clutch. Also beating basically 2 teams that were giants in the past. With Japan, putting the anime moment of that ball, being kicked basically while it's almost over the line, about maybe this small of a freaking measurement of the ball basically crossing over the line. And then you had the worst moment in the World Cup for them, penalties. Woo, scary, I know, right? Yeah, they suck at that. Unfortunately, they lost. So, just like in true anime fashion, they never win in the first season. So, second team that we talked about was Korea. Put in Son's face crying here, and then the guys are trying to take a photo with him, like right here somewhere. I don't know. It's pretty sad. And then they made it, and then they beat what's that team called again? Shit. Fuck, what was the team that they beat? Hold up. I'm back. So I found out it was Portugal they beat 2-1, and they made
Luis Suarez
cry as well too. So well deserved, honestly. And then they got destroyed by Brazil, 4-0. It is what it is. You can't beat Brazil unless you're Croatia, apparently. And then we talked about basically the knockout stage, the insane upset of Croatia versus Brazil. That was insane how the last couple of minutes went. Then we talked about basically Portugal also just being ass, losing to Morocco with basically Ronaldo doing absolutely nothing, sadly. RIP him. But he's doing well in Saudi, I think. Right? Right, Ronaldo? Yeah, you're doing well. And so we got to the final four of basically Morocco facing off Argentina. And we all know Argentina wasn't going to lose that match. Too much momentum behind their sides. And they basically won that fairly easily, honestly. And then you also had France facing against Croatia. Let's be honest, France wasn't going to lose either too. So it came down to the last two teams that we had. It was France versus Argentina. And of course, leading Team France, we have Mr. Ninja Turtle himself, Mbappe, you know. And with Mbappe being the generational talent he is, he scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final. And it was absolutely insane. But Argentina, you know, what can you say? The GOAT himself, Messi, you know, Mr. Tax Invader himself, basically kind of almost carried the team through. No. How do I say this? Okay, I got it. Okay. So Mbappe, being the generational talent that he is, he basically carried the team how Messi did in 2014's World Cup when they basically went to the finals with only Messi being the true megastar. And honestly, you could say the same thing about Mbappe as well too. Absolutely amazing with his hat trick that he scored in the World Cup final. You couldn't absolutely like movie type of moment. But you had Argentina with Di Maria scoring the goal, and then you also had this guy. I don't know. I forgot who the guy was. I'm gonna be honest. Mickey will probably put him up there. And then you also had Messi scoring the goal as well too, sending it into extra times, and then it went to penalties, and then Argentina won on penalties. So, yeah, that was basically the World Cup recap that we talked about. Not really worth going a whole hour of us just talking about, oh, look at that, look at this goal, oh my God, look at that. Like, you don't need to see that. So, yeah, that was the World Cup recap that we did.
That was our World Cup recap.
Yeah.
WCW. Yeah. No, that's not WCW. World Cup
WCR.
rap.
World Cup
I'm
WAP.
I'm so
Oh,
fucking
rap
deprived of
is
food.
WRAP.
Rap.
No. I said World Cup WAP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
WAP. Yes.
World Cup
Wrap
WAP.
up. The wrap up. Let's just change it to wrap up. It's not
Wait,
recap.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Recap was spelled WR.
For some reason, I thought you said
WR.
World Cup rap. So I was like, WCW is right, but you said recap.
No, I
so
said
was
recap
like,
earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
I would just shut the fuck up. I would just shut the fuck up right now. I'll be honest. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I think that's it. I don't really think we have any more other topics to talk about. It's kind of running that two-hour marker already.
Yeah.
I guess one last question. What's your favorite anime? What's your favorite?
I'll be honest. My favorite anime might have it's a tie between Hajime no Ippo, which is a boxing anime, and then
Dempsey Roll.
and then another one called Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. It's a martial arts anime. Like I would love to say Naruto, but I don't know. I've kind of fallen out of favor for it. It always have a special place in my heart, but I just really like the martial art animes.
Did you watch it past Shippuden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, past
Yeah,
Shippuden.
did you watch it like?
No,
past
I'll be
Shippuden?
honest
Yeah.
with you. I watched Naruto, and then I watched Naruto Shippuden until right when I stopped right when
The Boruto movie came out. I'm assuming.
No, when,
Or
when
you
the
di-
Great
or-
Ninja War happened.
Oh, you didn't even finish.
No, I didn't
Oh,
finish
you
it.
didn't finish
You
it?
gotta finish
I
it
didn't
at
finish
least,
it.
bro.
I didn't
Please
finish
finish
it.
You have to finish it.
I
You have
didn't
to finish it.
I didn't finish it when Toby came back or Obito. He
You
came
should
back.
finish it. You should
You
at
have
least
to.
finish it.
You have to
Shippuden.
finish it.
Okay.
Hey, even
least
I
finish
finished
Shippuden.
it. Even I took a hiatus. Like I took a 4-year hiatus from it. And
4-year
I
hiatus? Damn, I'd taken more than that.
I took a I no. Like from like so when I watched Naruto, I didn't even watch Shippuden. Like I watched Shippuden like to like a certain point, like
Mhm.
first couple episodes, I went, okay, I'm good. That was like at the beginning of high school, and then I just stopped watching it up until when we lived together.
College? Damn. That is
And
a
now
long
like
one.
you know what, I had to finish it, and I watched it and I caught up to it where it wasn't finished, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna read the manga.
Do you remember when the Pain series came out?
Oh, when Pain was
Yeah,
introduced?
when Nagato
was like-
he was
That was back in high school.
That was back in high
that's when
school,
I stopped
dude.
watching it officially. Yeah. I stopped watching it officially then.
Yeah. So
So
that
how did-
that is kind of before.
So how did
the,
you start the? How did you get to the ninja?
Well, I mean, the Ninja War's right after because Pain.
Yeah.
Pain happens, and
yeah.
then he goes to train with B.
Yeah.
He goes to train with
B?
B to contain the.
But-
to
But
contain
he said
the
when
Naito.
Toby comes back, Obito comes back.
Yeah, he tries to
But
tries
that
to
he
take
doesn't
over.
reveal himself until later in
Yeah,
the
doesn't
series.
reveal-
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Maybe
That's how I don't
well,
know.
I mean, it's been
But they
out
like
for
us
yeah, it's
years
been
now.
out for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shippuden is like it's been out for years now.
This guy's
Technically,
not a real anime watcher.
I don't think I've
I
technically
used to be. I
finished.
used to be.
I don't think I technically finished Shippuden the anime either. I think I read it, but I don't think I actually watched all of it too.
Yeah,
think I'm, like,
I read
somewhere,
it for.
I think I'm
'cause
somewhere in there.
They kept doing the
anime.
stupid part where like, hey, 3 episodes of main story. Here's a shit ton of fillers. Do the same thing again, and repeat that over and over again to milk the shit out of the series. And that's why I went to the manga to finish it. 'Cause I'm
Right,
like, dude,
yeah.
this shit's getting so annoying, dude. The manga literally ended like a year ago already, and you're still like pushing this shit out. Or actually, no, it ended like a while ago, up until that point when we were in college. So I'm like, dude, why am I waiting for like this
I
episode?
think
to be...
the manga ended the year after we started college.
Yeah,
So like,
that's why I was so pissed. I'm like, dude,
let's
you're telling me
look it
I
up. Let's look
watched
it up.
this? I think so. Yeah,
Let me just
I
look it
think
up.
yeah, I think it did end in 2016. I'm pretty sure it did.
I also like One Punch Man.
Don't watch season 2.
Of
Don't
One
watch.
Punch Man.
Do not watch season 2.
Oh,
It's-
2017.
It's not good.
It's not that great. I
Started
would not
it
watch
ended
this.
March 2017.
I would just read One Punch Man, not the webtoon, not the really shitty drawing one, but the nice art one, and just read it, and then enjoy it, and hopefully season 3 comes out and it becomes better. It's really not that great.
I think season 2 is okay. It definitely didn't.
Pretty-
It didn't.
It's
It's not
a
as good
setup
as the
season.
first. It's not as good as the first one.
It's a
though.
setup season.
The
for
first
this-
season is definitely the best
Yeah.
season so far.
I only watched the first couple episodes where the king, that guy.
Oh, that
we-
kid, that's King's my favorite.
We
though.
found out like
Yeah.
he's a.
He's just a
not-
dude-
he's not a
he's just a
superhero.
weeb. He's just a weeb. He's just a-
Spoilers. He's not a superhero.
He's just a weeaboo. That's it. It's hilarious. But he's my but like
He's like an S tier hero for no reason.
yeah.
Right.
He's just there. He's like if being at the wrong place at the right time was a thing. Yeah. Yeah. But oh sorry, being at the right place at the wrong time was a thing. It would be him, cause he's just there and all of a sudden shit happens and he's like, I won. Here you go, you're promoted. Cause I think that's before they find out that Saitama's like fucking OP as hell too. So that's why they put it all into him. But yeah.
What's your favorite anime?
I think we answered this another. I think it's changed now. Cause Fullmetal Alchemist is still like kind of there. I don't know, it's my favorite there, but it's like, you know, if I ever go back to it, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's like, that's my baby, you know, that's something I care about. But then I don't really care about the baby anymore now, cause like, cause
It
I
always
like,
has a special place.
I
in my
really enjoy Attack on Titan. I also can't really put that as my favorite because of the fucking season 1, part 1, finale 1 of part 3 of the finale, Deus Ex, rebooted, maybe
season
mastered,
4, the final season, part
complete
1,
edition, deluxe
part
edition.
2,
It's
part
like when
3.
it's like the video games with like super deluxe, ultra edition, final edition, remastered.
Yeah, it was like I saw
remake.
one. It was like 2040,
Yeah.
the 2040 Attack on Titan, the season,
Season
the
finale.
final season, the final season,
The end, part 1, part
yeah,
2.
yeah.
It's like I wish it would be good.
What did Attack on Titan do?
So they had the last season, but they're splitting it into multiple parts.
Why?
Yeah, you know how you
Yeah.
know how Harry Potter they split the last movie into 2 parts,
Yeah.
and then like these and then a bunch of other movie series did that. It's like Attack on Titan took the idea,
It just kept
but
doing
instead
it.
of just doing it in half, they have like
It's like a Hydra.
4 parts now.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like a-
Because
Because the one right now that they just released the trailer for, it's not even the last. It's like the finale, part 1.
Because what the next
Yeah.
one that's coming out is part 4, right?
Yeah, it's part 4. But then the trailer they released is like part 4, the finale, part 1.
So it's
like,
not even the
yeah.
last part of the.
No, it's not the
finale.
last part. The last part's
They're-
coming
they're-
out next year.
They are milking this shit
Yeah.
dry. Like,
That's
oh my
why I hated This is why I hated Naruto, Shippuden, because they milked it so much to the point where like, dude, just shut the fuck up and finish the series already, dude. You literally ruined how great it could have been because of you milking it. Like a great series, like that's why I go back to Full Metal Alchemist. It was here, it just happened, and then it killed itself at the end. That's it. It knew when to die. It knew when to die. That's it.
It didn't. Okay, you say, I don't know if saying it knew when it dies again. It knew when to stop. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's saying die because it didn't die. It's not like it fell off.
Oh, okay,
Then
sorry.
good. It
Die
just
as in like
stopped. It knew
ended
when to
itself.
stop. It knew when to end.
It knew when just to end, and it ended good.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
resolved.
Brotherhood. I like Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Brotherhood is good.
It had minimal plot holes to it, other than the original Full Metal Alchemist. It had minimal plot holes. Everything got resolved at the end. It's good. Everything ends. You know, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, like nothing's perfect, so there's
Yeah.
obviously plot holes still, but like for the most part, it's solid. So yeah, Brotherhood's still my favorite anime,
Yeah.
but you know what's a close second?
What's Brotherhood?
So,
It's Full Metal
Full-
Alchemist and Brotherhood,
so
but then
I can. You want to explain it?
you
Yeah.
go ahead, you can explain it.
So when it first originally started, Full Metal Alchemist was concurrent with the manga. So when it was running, they were catching up to the manga, and when they finally caught up to it, is when I believe it's when it was at a certain point. I think it's when they find out it was a distinct point where it was the homunculi and how they were created. That's when it split off, because the original Full Metal Alchemist anime was like, hey, there are actually people that were resummoned back alive after they died. That's how homunculi were created. And then it had this whole story about using the other world, like the real world, for energy, and that's how you were able to do the little make a little dildo out of a fucking wall, some type of shit. You know, if you wanted to.
Alchemy, it's in the
Yeah, alchemy. Yeah,
Dude,
alchemy.
it's in the title. Yeah.
I'm fucking hungry, alright. I don't know what the fuck I'm
Alright, so
saying.
basically,
But yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist, the original one, it caught up to the manga before the manga ended,
Yeah.
and so it
And then when the split happened,
and so it
that's,
split.
that's when Brotherhood was remade, and that's why everything from the beginning of Alchemist, like the original series, they're just like, you know this already. We're just gonna go through it, and they're so because the Nina arc, like the Nina dog arc, where everyone always fucking memes about, that took like 3-4 episodes. That wasn't just one episode, as in Brotherhood, because they're like, dude, you guys already know about this. We're just gonna skip these parts already. Like, the build up to certain episodes, like how in the original was, it wasn't as long, so they kind of just cut that part out. And then when it got to the original cutoff point, that's when they continued from the manga. So Brotherhood is a true adaptation to the manga, while Full Metal Alchemist, the original, is just a spin-off.
That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah.
That's a long description. Thanks
Yeah.
though.
So I would recommend
Wow.
watching Brotherhood, but you should also watch the original as well.
I think
'Cause
both
the
are
original-
good.
The original does a really good job of making it very gritty.
I think both are good. Brotherhood is definitely the superior version. In
It's
my
more of a
opinion.
shonen,
but
becomes more of a
but they're
shonen.
both good. You should definitely give
Yeah.
both a watch if you haven't.
because
But
the original one's more of like a seinen, like kind of.
no, it's still a shonen. It's
It's
just a little
shonen, but
darker.
it's really like the themes of it is like dark.
Yeah, it's dark. I mean, Death Note's dark, but Death Note's not really a sin. It's still a shonen.
Does it include rape in it?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think
I never watched it.
Because they're like
but I know-
they just like.
well, I mean, SAO includes rape. It's not
that's
a seinen.
true. That's
It's
true.
a shonen, but it's
Yeah.
it's just a darker one.
It was very dark to the point where I'm like, dude, I kind of like this, but then the plot was so ass that I was like, yeah, you kind of lost me, and then you made the movie to try to wrap up the anime series, which kind of made it not wrap up too. So it's kind of like they try to find an ending, which they couldn't find it for because they were just making it as they go, you know. It's like Kill la Kill. Like this is the anime that's just made on the go, with the story as well.
I've never watched
Yeah,
Kill
Kill
la
la Kill is
Never,
is an
right.
anime original, so there was no manga to base it
Oh,
off
yeah?
of. So they just kind of made the story with the anime as itself. And I think with Full Metal Alchemist, it was just like, let's just throw some random shit in here. Like, damn, you know that one girl in the beginning? Yeah, she gets basically sexually assaulted, and then she has a kid now, and then all these people that you care about, yeah, they just start dying off, and then like, that's it. And then the story. That's the story. And then they try to make a movie like, oh, here's a movie again. And then it's like no actual conclusion. Like, oh yeah, so instead of one of the brothers being in the real world, now it's two of them, and everyone else in the other world, no one knows.
I didn't know
what
there was a
happens.
movie. I never watched the movie.
It's really bad. It's not that great, but I still think you should watch it just to see like where they were trying to go with it, and you can see like how good it could have been, like the potential for it. So
Do you guys
Yeah.
know what Trigun is by any chance?
yes,
I know, but I know
I
about
really
it.
like
haven't watched
Trigun. I
it.
think
they also
only had
remade
one-
it too.
Yeah, they
They
like
3D remade it.
yeah. I don't know. I've only seen the trailer, but I don't know.
I mean, part
Uh-huh.
animation wise, I'll give it a try.
I think I'll give it a try too, just 'cause I like the original. But
You didn't try? I want to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
die,
okay.
dude. Jesus
Yeah, okay.
Christ.
Okay,
Oh my God, I don't know why I laughed. at
where can I legally watch Nichijou? Is it illegal to watch this?
Oh yes, Nichijou is a very
Uh,
funny.
No, I love Nichijou. It's like my.
It's
It's
like-
like
yeah,
my
it's
second.
very-
It's like my
very
second
good.
favorite.
What is this about?
It's like
so
a slice of life anime.
It's slice of life. It's a slice of life, and so it's about this. It's about a group of like high school girls, and they just like go through life, and it's just like a bunch of random shit, right?
Like the dog scene.
The
They get
dog
bit,
scene, yeah, the dog scene when you get bit, where like
and
with
they
the
fucking blow like a laser beam.
or
out
like
their
or like
mouth.
where the principal fights the deer.
Yeah,
The
it's,
court-
fucking- it's
no, but
weird.
It's like it's just like really weird comic stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's like so these like high school girls, they just live their life, and just like random hijinks happens,
Yeah.
and it's really funny. There's no real like overall plot to it, but it's just like really funny. I think
It's kind
They-
of like
you can
kinda
watch
like,
it- I think you
it's
can
kinda
watch it
like
on,
SpongeBob. Then.
yeah, I
it's
think-
just like a
where
ran-
things
yeah,
just
there's
things
ha-
just
there's
happen
no
every
real
episode.
plot.
yeah, but it's fun. It's really
Yeah.
funny. It's like and
I
for the
think
most part, it's really good.
So for me, like now since watching Attack on Titan, I think my favorite personal Psyche,
Psyche K,
yeah, Psyche K,
Yeah.
which is my favorite, like probably my favorite anime and manga. Honestly, it was really good.
This is on Netflix.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
on
watch it on
Netflix. I
Netflix.
think you should check it out. They have two series. One is the cutout content, which they couldn't fit into the original anime series, so they made just another series just for just some manga stuff that they just couldn't add into the anime. But it does have a plot, but the plot's kind of like irrelevant because he's fucking OP as hell. He's basically One Punch Man in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the One Punch Man of the series.
I
Also, Sakamoto-kun as well.
Yeah.
That is also
I have to watch it.
You-
I've seen like one
this
episode.
is like a guaranteed. Haven't you heard of I'm Sakamoto? He is like literally just like OP as hell. Like this dude cannot be unfazed.
Yeah, he's literally
What is that? A picture of him on the door.
Yeah. Oh, he
he's-
like
yeah.
he was trying to avoid
His
he had
boy,
a-
this lady.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the landlady.
Like he's literally just like he's the embodiment of like cool.
yeah. He's just so cool, dude.
Yeah. Dude. Actually, you know what's another good one that I like? It's called
Oh, Daily Lives of the
High School
High
Boys.
School Boys. That's a really good one.
So
as
it's
well.
very similar to Nichijou in terms of like comedy style, but
Yeah.
it's more grounded in real life. Because
Yeah.
Nichijou is kind of more fantastical. Because sometimes they have
They're
stuff
literally like
like
referencing other
like they
animes
have like a
too.
super smart. They have like a little
Yeah.
girl who's super smart and she can like make talking cats or like she has like an android. But
Yeah.
this is more real life. It's just like random
It's
shit
just-
that might actually happen.
Just dudes being dudes, bro.
Yeah, just dudes be dudes. It's
Yeah.
dude, it's hilarious.
It's really
I love this one.
They have I forgot the
I think
animation
that you
team
can-
behind this, but they made a lot of the animations like this, like the animation style at least. And that's why I found out about this, or about the animation studio was through this anime.
No, it's good though. No, you should actually watch,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes,
You should
JoJo.
watch JoJo.
JoJo, without a doubt, you should always watch JoJo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You need.
I heard you guys talk about it for a long while. But I never really understood what it was about.
You don't.
You gotta
don't.
watch it.
I
You
read-
have to watch
You
it.
have to just watch it.
You have to watch it
understand.
So
to
is there,
kind of
like-
understand.
It's
Is-
about a
is-
bisexual vampire that tries to kill a man and his family.
That, is
That's
that,
literally it. And
Is there
throughout
like different
generations,
iterations of him?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
this person?
throughout generations, this bisexual vampire has caused misery and
look,
pain.
it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. So you gotta watch it
This
yourself.
is literally how.
Okay.
This is literally how.
I watched it with K-Bo.
Yo, honestly, I think it's a really good watch. So
I'm literally.
it's not everybody's.
yeah.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really
animation
enjoy it.
style is really.
I
different.
think you can get involved in, like, for sure. The first season.
First season's gonna be the toughest, probably the one
It's
to
not
watch.
the easiest to get through.
First and fourth a lot.
But it's short.
Yeah.
So, but it's short, and then you can watch. You can watch it more though. But like, yeah, like it gets
Even
good
the
later
third
on.
season too, it might be a little bit tough for some people. So
So are all these JoJo characters the same person?
so they're all
No.
called JoJo. They have different names, but the
JoJo
nickname
is like a
nickname.
nickname. It's
Yeah.
like a kind of like a moniker.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Every main
the
character-
JoJo, JoJo is basically the nickname of the
It's
main
not a person.
character.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a.
It's like a
thing.
status.
It's a status.
Okay.
So JoJo is usually the person referred to as JoJo is gonna be
He's
the
the
person
MC. He's
who
the
is
MC,
the main
yeah.
character of that season.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like a Doctor Who type of ordeal.
Kinda,
There's a different,
yeah,
Yeah.
kinda
there's a
because like
different
Because-
JoJo person.
Because in part 5, he's not even named. His name is Giovanni.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Interesting.
Gio Giovanni. But it's not even so. In technical terms, it's Gio instead of JoJo.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like it all connects, and like
It
the
all
thing is like
connects.
like previous
Part 5.
previous
connects-
JoJos can
yeah.
be seen in the next in some of the new JoJo's
Yeah.
parts. But since they're not the main character, they're no longer the JoJo
Yeah.
of that season.
So like part 2.
So it's kind of
yeah.
convoluted to
Part two-
explain, but if
Part
you
2
watch
is
it,
in like part
you'll
4.
understand.
Part 5 is in part
maybe,
1.
maybe I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
for
part 5 is
sure.
like part 1. And part 3 is also part 6 as well. Like a lot of characters interact with each other from each different parts.
It's good though. It's a good
Yeah.
series. Like it's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, and it's not. There's definitely some parts that aren't the best, but it's not. But it's
It's a
not bad.
good-
It's really good.
It's
I
a very
enjoy it.
solid. You have to be open minded though. You have to be really open minded. Because if you just look at the animation style, like you're not gonna enjoy it. You have to be open minded to the animation style, and the art style, and the supply itself.
Do they have like an old version of this show and then like a newer updated?
Yeah,
version?
there's
Kinda
like
how
a
they do with,
90s
like,
OVA.
Like
There's
with
like a
Baki?
90s OVA.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, because the anime the manga is really old. The manga
Yeah.
is pretty old.
it's like in the 80s.
Yeah, and so
Wow.
like
in the 80s. Yeah.
and so
That's
they did so in
old.
the 90s they made an anime for it like a three
It was
episode anime
Yeah, 3 episode
and
OVA.
it's
essentially,
not great.
it's
not
unique.
great.
It's very unique. It's very unique.
Yeah,
So
but then
what,
they
definitely-
remade it. But they remade it back in the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
So
So,
definitely watch that one then.
yeah. This new
Watch
one.
the new
The
one.
new one.
The
new
new
one.
Berserk. It's usually like 2010. But no. This one is the one that you will find the most. The other one you actually have to look for it.
Yeah, the other
because
one's more obscure.
It's more obscure.
Okay.
But part 5 is crazy. Part 5 was made in 1990, and it took up until 2016 for it to be animated. So this is how old the series is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's before we were born.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, the anime is only really the fandom is only really picked up
Yeah.
steam. In
It's because of part 3.
in the later
Yeah.
parts,
It was because of part 3, and then part 4 was like,
and because of meme culture. I feel like
Yeah.
meme culture really brought it up because like this is a very memeable, very memeable series, and and when you're watching it, a lot of the memes that you might know,
Originated.
you
from-
will see that
Yeah,
oh
you'll
it's
see
like, that's the
It
meme.
actually came from here.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's
You'd
a
be
whole ass
you'd be
meme that
you're
came
on
from
camp,
there.
like, right there. You
Yeah,
like that, yeah.
like literally, like I was watching this. My brother was watching this right because he read JoJo, and then he started watching it because it came on Netflix.
It's like, oh, that's
And
what
then
that meme
like,
came
and
from.
then like I saw like something that reminded me of a meme. I was like, wait, is that the meme? He's like, yeah. Did you know it comes from this? I was like, I did not know it came from this. So there's a bunch of memes that came from JoJo's.
Okay. For sure.
I
for
think it's
sure.
very enjoyable. It's not.
It is.
I don't think it's for everybody, but definitely enjoyable. I think you might like it if you like some like a funny like action shonen.
It's like it takes itself seriously, and it just does it. Like it could be like super serious, and all of a sudden, not serious. And it could
I
be
feel like that's how
yeah.
every anime should be. I know there's some out there that aren't like Berserk, like that one.
Oh,
or-
that
or
was just,
Berserker.
that's just god tier manga right there, man.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
god
That
tier
one's like
manga.
serious, all the time.
But it has a lot of life lessons in it.
True.
I
and it has
have
a lot
to-
of really graphic.
I have
stuff
to.
in it,
I have
too.
to like watch it or read it.
You should read it.
I gotta read it.
You
Yeah.
have to read it.
Yeah.
There's
I've
a 20
heard the
I'll
animes
recommend
are
you.
very bad.
I'll recommend you a 24-hour video of it going through the entire series, and it's better than reading it because it gives you full context of all the scenes and it explains the deeper meaning behind each scene. I'll recommend it to you. It took me 3 days to finish the video, and it was worth it because I caught up to the Berserk series. I actually know the plot instead of reading it. I'm probably still gonna buy the books, but it's better if I recommend you the
Yeah.
the thingamajiggy.
All right, cool. Well, I mean,
Damn, I'm fucking starving, dog. Jesus Christ, I'm so hungry, dude.
Well, that's it. I
should
guess this is it.
We're done.
The
It's
D-
over. Go
welcome-
home. Why are you still here?
Well, thank you for joining us on the Derailed podcast. We'll see you next time.
This has been an honor to be on the show, right, Peter?
Absolutely.
This has been an
That's
honor.
such a bad way to say it.
Absolutely.
It's
Say
been
it
a,
right
it's
now.
been a it's been
Say
a
it
pleasure
right
to
now.
host you, Peter. It's been a pleasure to host you, Peter.
Hey, say it right
Thanks.
now, bro. Say it right now. Say it right now.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know what they say? You get 2 L's, you get a W still. So
What the fuck, dude? All right. This episode's never being released ever again.
All right,
Let's go in
okay.
the vault. Let's go in the vault.
yeah, this is never releasing on air.
All right, but this has been the Scuffcast, and I hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.